Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Merry Christmas! It is so fun that my video uploads are on Christmas and New Year's. I'm excited for next week's video. We'll be talking about 2018 favorites. And today I thought we would actually do a little New Year's tutorial. I know that that's not really in the Christmas spirit, but definitely in the holiday spirit, and it feels a little bit late for a holiday party tutorial or a Christmas Eve tutorial. So we're gonna do New Year's. I hope you're all having a wonderful Christmas, or if you don't celebrate Christmas, just a wonderful day in general. I know I will probably be over at my parents' house. All of us show up in our pajamas and we just hang out and have breakfast together and just have a very chill day. So that is what I am looking forward to. I have my trusty cup of hot water with me here, and we are going to be getting into the nitty-gritty of a gold eye New Year's Eve look. Now I feel like I always have a look in mind when I start these videos, and whether or not it turns out to be like that look, who knows, but I'm glad that you guys are going to be along with me for this journey and figuring out what we're going to do, and this is great practice for me for New Year's. If you guys have any New Year's plans, let me know in the comments down below. I'm always curious to know what people are up to. I did some prep work behind the scenes just to get my skin ready for this tutorial. You guys saw it last week in my video about the Kira oil. This has become one of my favorite prepping stages, so I just put this on my skin so that when I apply foundation it will be a little bit smoother and my skin will be hydrated and ready for foundation. And then this is a new product that I've been using, the Vis Viva Lip Balm. I really like it so far. It's like the perfect middle ground lip balm to something really thick versus something really thin. And yeah, it just makes my lips feel super hydrated and conditioned, so I've been loving to wear that before I put on any lipstick or anything like that, so I'm going to leave this on. Now because the look that I've envisioned is like a gold smoky eye, I am going to do my eyes first, and that way I won't have to worry so much about fallout or anything like that. I'm just going to pop my hair back in a bun, make it a little easier to have access to my face. I'm just gonna start by brushing my eyebrows into place. I find it hard to do eye makeup without having kind of like the shape of your eyebrows generally where they're supposed to be. I do really need to get them done though. That is one of my resolutions for the new year. Get my eyebrows done or do them myself. Okay, so I'm going to be flip-flopping between two palettes. One is the Honest Beauty palette that I've talked about before. This is a really great option. You could honestly create a very similar look with just this palette using this gold color that they have here. But I'm going to be using mainly like the neutral colors in this palette. And then for the gold color, I'm going to be using a brand new palette that just came out on the 21st. I actually filmed a video with Tyla, the founder of Aether Beauty, who did the Rose Quartz Gemstone Crystal palette. And this is her newest palette that came out. So when she came to film the video with me, which you guys will see in I guess about 2 weeks, maybe a little longer, it'll be beginning of January. As a thank you, she was so sweet. She brought me a sample of her new palette. So I'm super excited to be using that today. I'm going to be using the gold color in it because it's just so pigmented and easy to use like her other palette. And so I figured that would be a good gold color to go to. Okay, so starting off with the Honest Beauty palette, I'm just going to dip into the neutral chocolate brown color here with my big fluffy brush. Now this is a little bit deeper than I would usually go, but since it's going to be like a nighttime, more dramatic look, I think we can pull it off. I'm just applying this all over my lids. This is a great base color. And I am using my new Zoeva brushes. I don't know how you say it. And I have to tell you, they make such a difference. I've gone into products with these brushes that I thought were so hard to work with before, and then I use them with these brushes and I'm like, wow, that's a big difference. Just taking it a little bit underneath my eyes as well. Now this look is going to be relatively simple because if you guys are like me, I'm always running a little bit behind when it comes to makeup and like getting ready for holiday events. So I thought keeping it simple but still having it be super glam would be great. So going into this palette, I'm now going to use the deeper chocolate color just in my outer corner. I'm just packing this on sort of by my lash line and then up in the outer corner and blending into the crease. I would zoom you guys in closer, but my camera tends to lose focus, which is a joy. So I gotta keep you at a distance, but hopefully you can see relatively well. So I'm super excited. I have some time off between Christmas and New Year's. So Jared and I are thinking about either doing a little camping trip or on the opposite end of the spectrum, trying to get some friends together and maybe do a short trip to Vegas just for fun. I feel like Vegas and me are pretty opposite, but I can always be down with it. I can have a good time wherever I am. We'll see what we end up doing. Who knows? We could even just do like a staycation and just enjoy the time off of work. If you guys have any plans, let me know. I'm curious. Anyone going anywhere exciting? Or are you like me and you're just like, it's great to just have some time to relax and catch up with yourself? Okay, so that's sort of the base shadow done. Now I'm going to be going into this palette for just a quick second, and we're going to be using the color Topaz, and it's a very yellowy gold. So I'm going to be using a flat top brush, and I'm just going to be pressing this into the palette and then pressing it onto my face. And when I swatched this, it was a beautiful color, not a lot of powder, all of that good stuff, but I have not applied it to my actual eyes yet, so I am going to use a little paper towel just to eliminate some of this fallout in case there is any. So I'm just packing this all over my lid. I'm really excited for you guys to see the interview with Tyla. I think you'll really like it. She's so insightful and so knowledgeable about a lot of sustainability related topics. Talked to her a lot about recycling, packaging, how she got started. That will be the video after my 2018 favorite, so I guess in 2 weeks time. I'm just gonna do the same thing on the other side. It's not quite as sparkly as I want it to be, so I'm gonna go back in with another layer. It's kind of like an antique yellowy gold color, which is really pretty. Definitely gives me like 1920s vibes. I thought I was gonna do one lip color, and now I'm thinking maybe a different one, but we'll see. Gosh, that is so pretty. I hope that's picking up. I think if I had a ring light and wasn't using natural light, you guys would be able to see this better, but believe me, it is sparkly, yellow, and gorgeous. Okay, so that for the time being, I'm pretty sure is the only color I'm going to be using from that palette. So if you have a gold color already, or like I said, if you have this palette and you have the gold color in here, you can use it. I just don't find it as easy to work with as that other shadow. That's why I used it, but use whatever you got. You don't need to continually buy new products all the time. So next I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of liner work, but with a powdered liner. So I'm going back into this Honest Beauty palette, and I'm using this black color here. And now I do notice a decent amount of fallout with this color, so I am going to be super careful when applying it. But I think I'm actually going to wet my brush just a little bit. I don't know how it's going to perform wet, but we're going to try it out. I'm just going to line super close to the lash line. So I'm going to go back in and smudge powder over it. It's actually working pretty well wet as a liner. Maybe it's supposed to be used that way and I never knew that. Yeah, it's working very well actually. And then over the top, I'm just going to take, can you tell that I'm really excited about these brushes? I'm using like every single one. I'm just going to take a little bit of that black, just a little bit, making sure to really use this well this time. I'm just going to smudge over the top of it. I'm just doing the same on the other eye, just going back in with a little bit of black and going over the liner. I'm going to wait to do anything on the lower lash line until I have the rest of my base on, but I'm going to take whatever's left over on the brush and I'm just going to place that at the very outer corner, and then just deepening it a tiny bit more. I'm going to go back into that brown color we used. This is a little bit less harsh than black, but definitely still dramatic. I'm just placing that at the outer corner and blending in. Now I want that gold to pop even more, so I'm going to go back into this Aether Beauty palette. I'm using a slightly lighter shade, so the shade Diamond. I'm going to just use my fingers and pop it right at the inner corner. I'm going to add plenty of black mascara, and I'm going to sort of fan my lashes out to the side, going in for a second coat. My bun keeps falling out, so we're just going to do a ponytail. I'm just going to apply some brow gel, lock my brows into place. Moving on to the skin, I'm going to be using the Kjaer Weis foundation. I did a whole video on this last week, so if you're curious about how I'm applying it or how I like it, go check out that video. It will be linked at the end, and I just linked it up above right now. So I'm just going to speed through this because I'm just going to be doing the same thing I did last week. Okay, foundation is done. I did enough coverage where it feels like I have enough coverage, but not a lot where it's going to be cakey or bother me throughout the night. I am going to go in with a lighter concealer though. As I mentioned in last week's video, this foundation is a tiny bit warm for me, so I'm going to go in with a lighter concealer because I think the eyes are so dark. It'd be nice to add a little bit of light back underneath. These formulas both, I believe, have coconut oil in them, so I think they should be okay. I'm gonna put a little bit in the inner corner too. I'm going to be doing some soft contouring. I can't do anything crazy or else I look terrifying. But I'm going to go in with this Han bronzer and just place a little bit at the back of my cheekbones. Love this brush for contouring. Forgot how much. Just also going to add a little bit of warmth back into my face. So I'm doing these contour strokes and then I'll go in with a slightly heavier hand and like a bigger brush and do a little bit of warming up. I'm going to add a little on my jawline and underneath. I was going to do like a nude lip beforehand, but I'm feeling now like a red lip, so we're going to do a red lip. Sorry, I had to get like a little stretch in. Okay, I'm going to first line my lips because we're going to do lipstick first and then blush. I just get a better sense of how much to add that way. So this is a new product for me. I'm super excited. I did a little Black Friday shopping and picked up this from GRWM and their bronzer, which I haven't tried yet, but I'm going to take off my lip balm just on the back of my hand and line my lips. I'm so excited to have a lip liner. As you can see, I'm slightly over drawing. So I know some people go like this. I sort of relax into it and do like a combo of that. Okay, so that is just with the lip liner, which as you can see, my lips look a lot fuller. I'm going to be taking the 100% Pure color in Nopal, which you guys know is one of my favorite reds, and just applying a light layer and kind of smushing it in. I love how vibrant this color is, and it makes your teeth look white, so even better. Wow, I think that lip liner made a huge difference. And I'm gonna leave it kind of like a messy stain. I just really like casual red lips. I'm not someone who wants it to be super, super precise. I just love the color and the pigment, and I think that's enough. Now, if you want it to be a deeper color, now that we've blotted, you can just go over the top and add a little bit more. But I kind of like that like lip stain, sort of like just kissed look. Okay, so now that I'm looking very pale, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little bit of lipstick on the back of my hand. I'm actually just gonna apply a drop or two of that GRWM oil. Now, they don't say that you can use it this way. I don't know how it's gonna go, but since this is one of the last few steps of this tutorial, I hope it goes well. And if not, we will figure it out. So I'm just gonna apply a drop to start, see if that's enough. Hopefully the two formulas play nicely together. Yes, it is beautiful and working. So this is great because you only need one product now, right? You don't need a blush and, whatchamacallit? A lipstick? That was a little low. The only reason I mix the oil instead of applying the lipstick directly to my skin is because this is a more matte formula. So you want to make sure that it'll be, you know, easy to blend. I'm just going to grab an old brush that we had, which is the one that we used to smudge out the liner. And with whatever is left, I'm just going to go along the outer third of my bottom lash line and just kind of connect it with the shadow that's at the top. If you want to really smoke it out, you can go all the way, but I like it a little bit softer. So I'm just focusing at the outer third. Since this is sort of a gold look, I am going to use a gold highlighter. This is from Vapor Organic Beauty. This is actually their holiday collection. It came with two products. This is one of them, the Halo Illuminator in 24K. So I'm going to be using this on the tops of my cheekbones. The formulas are just super easy to wear and very natural on your skin. It's not chunks of glitter. It's not super sparkly. It really does just look like light, you know, reflects off of you. So I don't know. I don't like to look too overdone when it comes to highlighter unless I'm going for that look. On New Year's, I feel like I have enough going on my face, so I don't need to go for that look. I'm gonna add a little bit on my brow bone and then in the inner corner. Okay, final step is just to powder the areas that I want to stay shine free. So I'm just going to be using my GRWM powder. And there you go, you have a finished New Year's look. You have the gold smoky eye and a bright, vibrant red lip to bring you into the new year. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. If you're celebrating Christmas, have a wonderful rest of your Christmas. Enjoy time with family and friends. Have a happy, happy new year, and I will see you guys next year. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for videos always featuring clean green beauty, and I will see you all next week. Bye!